Happy New Year to all of you who are here and who are around the world. We have good news from Albania in a new direction. We had the crowdfunding. If you remember, I tried to describe you the crowdfunding. Crowdfunding is done like if you have a $10,000 project, a single person could put $10,000, but also two people can give 10,000, 5,000 each, or whatever proportion they want to participate. But it can be made more small participation if people are invited to join in to have this $10,000 project funded, find the investment money. If 1,000 people participated, each one gave $10, it becomes $10,000. So that's a crowdfunding. It's not 1, 2, 3, 4, a large number of people putting a small amount of money and coming to the number that you need. So that has been tried in Albania, done by Kiva. Kiva is a US-based platform which was designed to attract investment for microcredit borrowers. Their main kind of message was, if you put one loan for one individual, $50 or $25 or $100, if 1,000 people do that, you can lend money to 1,000 people. So this was a microfinance platform. But then we discussed, actually it started with the initiative from here, because two young students came to visit us long way back and got excited about seeing microcredit and all that. And they were discussing how to expand it. And one of the ideas that we discussed, maybe each individual can finance one microcredit loan, which is very small. And that way, if a large number of people can do that, large number of people will take the loan from this source. So they created this internet platform, called it Kiva, and it became very popular. Millions of dollars have been raised by this platform. So last time when we met, we talked about the social business, how to generate funding through social business, for social business, through Kiva-like platform, the crowdfunding platform. So they took their chance, and I think I mentioned last time that the first one they funded was $25,000. It's a marketing project in Albania. And within less than 24 hours, this $25,000 was raised. As soon as it's given on the platform, announced, people responded it very warmly, and they got $25,000. For one project, many people putting in small money became one project funding. So this was the first experience of crowdfunding in social business. Then they became ambitious, they wanted to do a larger one. They launched a larger project, which is $65,000. And it took few days, but yesterday I was told that they have reached that $65,000 goal. People came and invested in that $65,000. Interesting thing is, people don't know who they are. They're all in the internet crowd, faceless people, but they put in money in the project. So the next one they are now preparing, a project is being prepared, a project which will be $190,000, so which will be much larger than $65,000. They're hoping that they will make it. That's an idea of crowdfunding. So this is a new direction where social business can be funded through this mechanism of crowdfunding. And it's all a question of preparing a platform and gather credibility, because people have to believe that my money is going to the right cause and I'll get the money back someday, because that's what the social business investment is all about. You get your money back, exactly what you have put in, and you have created a social business somewhere where you have a small share of that company, wherever it exists. So this is a new information for us. It's a good, exciting thing. So we'll be waiting for a formal start of the session. In the meantime, we are inviting all the participants in the internet to feel free to ask questions so that we can respond. Many of the participants are sending their comments, and we are enjoying those comments. People are watching it and making comments on each projects, which one they are liking, which one this is a good project, they would like to be associated with it. So we are getting all those comments on the internet. And Shibli is the one who is, stand up Shibli. Shibli is the one who is controlling all this. And so I'm asking Shibli, whenever the question comes up, he can pass it on to me so that we can respond to it as it goes. The discussion here, also inviting people to ask questions and pass it on to me, because this is not a voice transmission from the other side, it's a text transmission. So we'll get the text of the question and then see if it comes, any comments or so. But later on we'll have about half an hour during the group discussions. When the group discussion goes on, I'll take all these questions and address these questions directly to them. So while you are doing the group meeting, I'll be doing my question-answer session with them. So this will be a separate. So you will not get many of the questions here in this session, but he'll kind of collect all the questions so that I can respond to them during that space that we will have during the group discussion period. So I see already people are streaming in, it's already full. So I'll let people introduce themselves so that we know who they are, which particularly the people who are new, so that we don't have to go through the whole thing. First-timers at least can show up and make comments. Yeah, go ahead, starting from that end.
Mr. Sadiq Hassan Shubo from Dhaka University, Public Administration Department. I'm grateful to you for this kind of social business design lab, and through this kind of social business design lab, people are getting chance to introduce themselves and their new ideas, innovations, and it will make the country and the society more better. Thank you.
Thank you. The next.
Hi, I'm Rafiqul Alam Khan, and I'm from Jagannath University. I'm a major in finance. Thank you.
Good, thank you, welcome. There's one all the way down, yeah.
Okay, my name is Mohammad Majidul Haq Patwari. I am from AB Bank. I am working there as a principal officer in corporate finance division. So I am here to learn social business, because how could I finance social business as we have a cooperative society which is run by 20 members of who are my friends. So we have a fund of about 20 lakhs taka. So I am here to express my idea about social business and how I could establish this in legal frameworks or in real business business environment. So that's why I came here. So I hope I will learn many things from here. Thank you, Dr. Yunus.
Thank you
for allowing me to come here. Thank you.
Thank you. You're most welcome.
Sir, I am Didar Ahmed from Sylhet. I am an employee of Chittagong Stock Exchange Sylhet branch. So I am basically people of stock market. I have come here for my personal interest, not from my stock exchange. আমি চাইতেছি এটাই যে একটা কম্বিনেশন কোনো বাইর করা যায় কিনা, যে সোশ্যাল ডিজাইন লাইভ যেটা আমি দেখতেছি নেটে প্রত্যেকটা লাইভ স্ট্রিম আমি দেখছি। তো আজকে যেহেতু বন্ধ আছে আমি ঢাকা আসলাম, আমি জাস্ট একটা কম্বিনেশন বের করার চেষ্টা করতেছি। যদিও আমার বয়স অনেক কম, আমি জুনিয়র এমপ্লয়ি, তারপর একটা কম্বিনেশন বের করা যায় কিনা, যে ক্যাপিটাল মার্কেট সাথে সোশ্যাল বিজনেস যে একটা প্ল্যাটফর্ম যে বের করা যায় কিনা। জাস্ট নিজের জানা, ফার্স্টে তো আমি সোশ্যাল বিজনেসটা যদি জানলাম, আর আমার যে এক্সপিরিয়েন্সটা আছে স্টক মার্কেটে, কোনো একটা কম্বিনেশন করা যায় কিনা, এটার জন্যই আসা বেসিক্যালি। থ্যাংক ইউ স্যার।
Very good idea. Thank you. You're most welcome.
My name is Gopal Krishna Devnath. I am Executive Engineer of LGED. It is working in the rural development and urban sector also. A lot of local government bodies, UP chairman members are working with us and lot of contractors with us. I want to infuse this social business theory and concept to the rural people who are working with us, and so we can develop something at the grassroots level, so we can remove some poverty at a workers level.
Thank you very much. There was someone there too.
Hello, good morning. This is Muhammad Arman Habib, Executive Director, Anubhav Foundation. Actually, this is my first attendance here, and I am very glad to hear because our legend tribute, Professor Dr. Muhammad Yunus sir is here. Actually, Anubhav Foundation, we are working in the northern part in our country, in Nilphamari district, where the poorest people, they are involving in income generating access, and we are also working in the social curriculum activities. If I get some opportunity, I will present my organization with a PowerPoint slide. Thank you.
Thank you.
My name is Sebastian Randig. I'm originally from Germany, based here in Dhaka, at the moment working at Clean Energy Alternative. So I'm very keen to learn about the concept. I've just been reading about it so far, and to explore how it can be used to fund environmentally friendly technologies.
Welcome.
My name is Andalip Kazi. I'm originally from Bangladesh, but I live in Houston, Texas. I have a small company, a software company. I have been working on a business platform for the last 2 years, and that's why I was especially interested to come over here and see if I can help in any way.
I was the director of Social Science Research Council. আমি সারাটা জীবন নবীন প্রবীণ যারা গবেষক সামাজিক বিজ্ঞানে তাদেরকে তৈরি করতে পেরেছি বলে মনে হয় শত সহস্র। তো এখন আমার মনে হয়েছে যে ইউনুস স্যার এসে আরও কিছু কাজ যদি করতে পারি সামাজিক বিজনেসের সাথে সমাজের কল্যাণ, সামাজিক মানুষের মঙ্গল চিন্তা এবং তাদেরকে একটি সম্মানজনক জীবন দেয়ার যদি এই অবসর বয়সে কিছু করতে পারি। আমার এক বোন বসে আছেন, তিনি আমাকে নিয়ে এসেছেন, চলেন যাই দেখি। তো স্যারকে সামনাসামনি দেখে তার কথা আমরা অনেক দিন স্যারের বক্তব্য শুনেছি পত্র পত্রিকায় দেশে বিদেশে। সামনাসামনি স্যারের সাথে যেটা আমরা বলি মিথস্ক্রিয়া করে নিজের গভীর পরিপক্কতা আরেকটু বাড়ানো যায় কিনা, প্লাস প্র্যাকটিক্যালি মানুষের জন্য কিছু করা যায় কিনা। এতদিন তো হাওয়ার উপর ভেসেছি, শূন্যের উপরে, এখন সরাসরি মানুষের জন্য কিছু করা যায় কিনা সেই চিন্তা ভাবনা থেকে আজকে এসেছি। স্যার আমাদের জন্য দোয়া করুন।
অসংখ্য ধন্যবাদ। Thank you very much for coming.
I am working person with disability. My organization's name is BBCS. I mean Bangladesh Braille Society as well as BPS, Bangladesh Pratibandhi Samstha. I am the president of those organizations. So I came to know from a reliable source. This today will be held a design lab. So I'm interested to join here.
Now we are launching the formal session, and we welcome you, all of you here and also around the world on the internet. And we wish you a very happy new year. This is the first session of the design lab during the new year. So we want to start a new year with a lot of hope and enthusiasm that will make this year a very successful year in terms of our goals and achievements we want to make this year. Should be very satisfactory to all of us. Feel happy that we have done that. So last time when we had this session in December, we had 65 countries who participated with us. Nearly 600 participants participated in that gathering from outside, from internet. We were here roughly about 140 people. This time we are here 150. Last time it was 140. So and globally we had nearly 600 participants. Most of the international participants, almost half of it, also 245 of them, were from Bangladesh. Those who are watching us from internet sites, wherever they are watching. We know a site always attends in a big number is in Chittagong. They have a whole group of people sitting here in a conference room, watching in a big screen, participating with us. So that we are familiar. But there are others who have 3, 4, 5 people in one screen watching us and making their own comments within Bangladesh. And similarly, outside of Bangladesh. Outside Bangladesh, the largest number is in USA. We had 77 participants during the last design lab in several cities. So this is also something that makes us feel happy that the people there in the USA, it's not easy because it will be night time. They will be staying up quite late to watch this and participating in this. So we welcome you again, those who are watching us from USA and other countries, and thank you for your patience. We hope you'll guide us how we can proceed and what would be your interest in watching it. We will try to build up a kind of a two-way relationship between all of you. And the next country was India. India, we had 20 participants from India, the last design lab. So that was something. You remember this time, this was middle of December, so people were in a holiday mood. They are not in a mood of any conferences or anything. So even in that time, people did sit through the whole session and make comments and participated in it. Other countries are Singapore, Brazil, Canada, Australia, Japan, Malaysia, UAE, and UK in order of number of participants. And there are many countries where we had 1 or 2 participants from various countries. So in all, we had nearly 600. Actually, it is 573 to be exact. So we feel very happy to have you with us, and we'll continue to work together. Next information I want to give that we spent one whole year, 2013, having 10 design labs. Initially, we started in a very small way, but gradually more and more people wanted to participate. Then we had to move from our smaller room in the center to this bigger facility, and this is also getting crowded as we go along. So this is a good thing that the interest has grown rather than dissipated, because sometimes you feel this may be a very boring exercise, numbers and things for some people, but we all find very exciting things. Every time a project is presented, it's really a lot of excitement, because this project someday will become a real thing. And when it becomes a real thing, we know it all started from here. We participated, we gave advice, we made comments. That's how this has begun. So this is an exciting thing, because it's not just a discussion, it's an academic discussion. It's a real on-ground beginning of it. Some of these projects, which start very small, may someday become a giant company and a huge, huge company. You never know, because this is a kind of development of the seed. Once the seed works, you have the expectation that it will really cover a large ground and may become a giant trees. Not just in Bangladesh, the same seed may be planted and transplanted in many, many other countries. So this is the prospect of it, because those people are watching us, listening to us in the internet. They're not thinking about Bangladesh, they're thinking about their own country. And many of them are very, very active social activists. So they're listening to us to see if they can pick up some of these ideas and use it in their context, in their work. So this is very important from that side. The last year we had in total 66 projects presented during the whole year. So that's a good number in the 10 design labs, averaging about 6 projects per design lab. So we had 66 projects which were presented, out of which 13 projects are already in action, meaning they're already in business. So 13 of the 66 projects became actual operating business today, which is a good record, because it includes the projects which we discussed in December and November, so it's only the other day. So this is moving in that direction, that many, many projects become real projects. So when I say real project, that means business has begun. And there are 37 projects out of 66 which are in the implementation stage. meaning that they are looking for the site, they are looking for the equipment, they are looking for the operational details. The funding has been done. For 37 projects, funding has been committed. It's a question of putting it in. Many of these 37 projects could not become real projects on the ground, not because the funding is missing, not because entrepreneur is not enthusiastic, not because everything else is not there. It's because of the hartals and overroads, and we could not meet with each other, could not procure things, and so on and so forth. So that 37 is not lying there sleeping. These are active projects, hoping to become real in very soon, and we'll keep you briefed on that. Only 16 projects which we have put back to redesign again, resubmit again, because we didn't feel comfortable. So we said, this is the whole picture of the 66 projects. Out of the 66, only 16 projects who have been sent back for improvement and redesigning. The rest of it are already either in the pipeline or already done, which is a very good record for 2013 being the first year of the whole initiative. Hopefully 2014 will be much better. We will be able to, now that we have some experience, we know how to process it, we know how to get it done, and we see a lot of enthusiasm on funding side. So we didn't hesitate anything because funding is not available. That never happened out in 2013. I don't think it will happen in 2014. No project will go without funding if it is worth funding. So that's the only condition. It has to be worth funding, then we'll find the funding and investment will be done. So this is a good record for 2013, and we want to move on for 2014. And one more announcement on that. We will have our Social Business Day on 28th of June. This we have every year, Social Business Day. It's a big gathering. Many countries physically participate here in Bangladesh. Radisson Hotel last year, and we had nearly 1,000 participants in that gathering. So it's very interesting because people come from many countries, describe their work, what they have been doing and how they are, all the things that you hear about other countries. They themselves will come and make presentations and get to know and also visit social businesses in Bangladesh. It's a great gathering of one whole day, and there are other activities before the event and after the event spread around. So it will be a several day activity, but the focus day is the 28th of June. Each year we hold this Social Business Day. So this year in the Social Business Day we are thinking of having one full plenary session, having all the delegation together, have a design lab. So what we are doing here, so we'll have selected during these few design labs, the one that we want to present, not just for us, also for other countries, participants, and they can give their comments, and also it will be an exercise for them to repeat in their own countries. So we'll have a social business lab during the social business day, and we hope some very interesting projects will be coming forth so that we can present it, and it's worthwhile for everybody to look at it and discuss about it and so on. One idea just I had when listening to the handicapped people, maybe one of this would be an exclusive session on designing social businesses for handicapped people. So I'll encourage the people who are involved in handicapped people to bring more handicapped people. We should have an exercise with them together, an exclusive session just on the handicapped people, the blind, crippled, or any other physical problem, mental problem, and so on and so forth, so that we can have this as a kind of a special attraction of that Social Business Day, because this is a problem everywhere. So how to make it happen? So I would see that this would be an interesting addition to Social Business Day. So those who are here would be paying attention to this day, 28th June this year, and we'll let you know the venue, where it will be held, etc., etc. Venue is always a problem, but we will figure it out and let you know when it's happening. And those who are outside Bangladesh who are listening, also come up with your ideas about social businesses, particularly with handicapped people, if that is something. Even if you cannot present yourself, send your ideas. We'll discuss it in our Social Business Day. And also we invite you to come and join us physically on 28th of June on Social Business Day, those who are participating around the world so that we can get to see you and you can see us physically here in Bangladesh. So with this invitation, we move on to our regular work schedule. We start with the reporting first, the updates on what is happening on the one that we have already discussed and approved, and we want to know the updates from that. So we have first few moments on that reporting, and it starts with Ashraful Hassan and with the fly ash. We discussed the fly ash last month also. Let's see what's happened to fly ash. Ashraf.
Good morning, everybody. Assalamu alaikum. As a project friend of two projects, one is biomass power plant and fly ash brick manufacturing plant. Also, I'll report with another projects, halal marketing network. Basically, first project, this biomass power plant and fly ash brick manufacturing plant, already we released in the last design lab. Just I'll report what is the current situation of these projects. So those who are new, I'll just give you a brief on that projects. This project is very small power plant. 6 power plant will be established. 3 is 50 kilowatt capacity and another 3 is 25 kilowatt. The generation of power will be there, and this power plant will distribute the power in the rural areas where the grid electricity is not there and there is no possibility to come electricity from the government side next 10 years. We'll select that areas. So fuel will be used as a fly ash, rice husk. So after burning this rice husk, a lot of fly ash will be produced. So we'll manufacture bricks by the fly ash. And every year we'll produce 36,000 lakhs bricks from that fly ash. The project cost is 7 crore. Already last 3 design lab, we discussed a lot. We analyzed the project, financial and technical side, and finally we released this project. As a project friend, I sent it to one Grameen companies named Grameen Telecom Trust to consider as a project, finance that project. Already they took this project. For implementation, I would like to request other participants and companies, those are here, representation from the companies. There is a scope to join this project. So the project is under consideration and hopefully we'll implement it within 2014. The another project, it was presented last design lab, Halal Marketing Network, small business projects. This is not a project, it's a company. Already the company is run by one individuals, it is a proprietorship company, the marketing company, it's a distribution company. Mr. Halal, till now he's a student and doing business side by side, has a long experience in business. For distribution business, he's doing for last 3 years. Business is in Khulna, Dumuria, Upazila. He's distributing 2 products. One is telecommunication products. Another is energy efficient products like energy CFL, bulb and mobile handset and mobile accessories. Also he has one mobile service center where used mobile, when it is going to damage, then he is going to repair these things. He's a good entrepreneur. Last three, he is distributing, basically Grameen Distribution Limited. We have a company. We are producing some products, we are importing some products. So he is distributing these two products, CFL lamp and mobile handset, and this production is from JDL. Actually, last design lab, I have no idea that he is distributing our products. Also, he is distributing another company, Superstar CFL lamp. Mostly, he needs money to expand his projects, his company. This is actually he need. Basic thing is there. He is doing business. He is doing business in one upazila. He wants to expand his business in 3 different nearby upazila. So actually, he requested and presented a paper here for 10 lakhs taka. I am also involved in distribution business. So I analyzed the whole things, what he need. And also we discussed in the last design lab in the group discussion session. So financials is like this. He has his own money, 2.7 lakhs taka, and he distributed products in 2012 around 20 lakhs taka, and 2013 is 34.5 lakhs. The business growth year to year was at least 70%. So if we manage some money, finance for him, and if he start work with 3 upajilas, I just calculated myself that 60 lakhs taka might be, he can distribute the products in 2014, and 2015 will be more and more. So if the turnaround time for this kind of products, if I calculate 50 days, then he need 8.5 lakhs taka. So he has 2.5. So another 5 lakhs taka, if we give him finance, the business is regular business. So those who will finance here with a social business model, then he can earn money more and more. Now, 2 projects, 2 times I will get. So I will finish this. Okay, just 5 lakhs taka is enough. Financial is, he is earning 15 lakhs taka, 15,000 taka per month. And if he distributes 60 lakhs taka per year, then 40,000 taka will be income from this business. So it is a good project. I'll not even discuss, I'll not pending it for next design lab. This project is released from my side.
Thank you, Ashraf. Very exciting projects, both of them. One quick question, if anybody has any quick question. Otherwise, you can later on contact Ashraf and get more information. It's very difficult.
Where is the existing location of this business? Location?
The first one? The first one is a very remote area of Madaripur.
What Buzala?
Actually, the paper is not with me. So Mr. Odhendo is here. Who is the entrepreneur? No. So I'll let you know.
I will take this Madaripur. That's it. So we go to the second presenter, Saleha Begum.
Assalamu alaikum. Shubho sokal. Sir, আমি যে দুটো প্রজেক্টের আপগ্রেড উপস্থাপন করব তারা যে দুটো প্রজেক্ট হলো নবীন উদ্যোক্তাদের প্রজেক্ট। গ্রামীণ ব্যাংকের সদস্যদের ছেলেমেয়েরা এই প্রজেক্টগুলি নিয়ে এসেছিলেন। একটা বিপ্লব হাঁসের খামার, দ্বিতীয়টা রামপ্রসাদ জ্বালানি কাঠ তৈরি। অষ্টম ডিজাইন ল্যাবে গ্রামীণ ব্যবসা বিশেষ কর্তৃক বিপ্লব হাঁসের খামারটি উপস্থাপন করা হয়। তিনি গ্রামীণ ব্যাংক বিমপুর মহাদেবপুর শাখার সদস্য জনাব মঞ্জু রানীর ছেলে। তার হাঁস লালন পালনের অভিজ্ঞতা আছে 2 বছরের এবং তার 150 হাঁসের একটি খামার আছে। তিনি এই খামারটিকে বড় করে 1000 হাঁসে উন্নীত করার জন্য আমাদের কাছে প্রজেক্টটি নিয়ে আসেন। প্রথম বছরে খামারটি লাভে যাবে বলে তার বিশ্বাস। তিনি এই উদ্দেশ্যে 4 লক্ষ টাকার একটা প্রজেক্ট নিয়ে আসেন আমাদের কাছে। 1 লক্ষ টাকা তিনি নিজেই দিবেন আর বাকি 3 লক্ষ টাকা তিনি সহায়তা চান। অষ্টম ল্যাব উপস্থাপনের সময় কাজী ফার্মেন জনাব এমডি জনাব জাহিদুল ইসলাম এই ডিজাইন ল্যাবে উপস্থিত ছিলেন। তিনি এই প্রকল্পের কথা শুনে তিনি সঙ্গে সঙ্গে এই প্রকল্পে সহায়তা দানের জন্য আগ্রহ প্রকাশ করেন এবং তিনি এরপর থেকে আমাদের সাথে যোগাযোগ করেন ইউনিট সেন্টারের মাধ্যমে। তিনি বিপ্লবের সাথে 2-3 বার বৈঠক করেন তাদের অফিসে, সেখানে আমাদেরও সহযোগিতা ছিল। গত 13ই নভেম্বর ফাইনাল তাদের সাথে চুক্তি সম্পাদনের ব্যাপারে মিটিং হয়, বিস্তারিত আলাপ আলোচনা হয় এবং আমরা আনন্দের সাথে ঘোষণা করছি যে 21/12/2000 তারিখে এই চুক্তি সম্পাদিত হয় এবং জানুয়ারির প্রথম সপ্তাহে জনাব বিপ্লব কুমার প্রথম কিস্তির টাকা পেয়ে যান। তিনি 90,000 টাকা ওনাদের কাছ থেকে প্রথম সহায়তার টাকা পান এবং এই কাজ শুরু করেন। তিনি অলরেডি 50,000 হাঁসের জন্য অগ্রিম প্রদান করেন। এটা হলো বিপ্লব হাঁসের খামারের বর্তমান অবস্থান। দ্বিতীয়টি হলো স্যার রামপ্রসাদ জ্বালানি কাঠ তৈরি কারখানা। তিনি তার বাড়ি চট্টগ্রাম। তিনি গ্রামীণ ব্যাংক 69 পাড়া রাউজান শাখার সদস্য জনাব তুলসী রানীর ছেলে। দানেশতুর থেকে জ্বালানি কাঠ তৈরি করেন তিনি গত 5 বছর ধরে। তার 2টি মেশিন আছে। তিনি আরেকটি মেশিন নিয়ে এটাকে বড় করার জন্য আগ্রহ প্রকাশ করেন এবং তিনি 4.5 লক্ষ টাকার একটা প্রজেক্ট নিয়ে আসেন আমাদের কাছে। সেটা নবম ডিজাইন ল্যাবে উপস্থাপন করেন। এর মধ্যে তিনি নিজের মূলধন 1 লক্ষ টাকা, বাকি 3.5 লক্ষ টাকা সহায়তা জন্য আবেদন করেন। তার মেশিন এবং তার পুরো জিনিসটা দেখাশোনার পর গ্রামীণ ব্যবসা বিকাশ থেকে এই প্রকল্পের সহায়তার জন্য আগ্রহী হয়। জনাব রামপ্রসাদের সাথে তার প্রয়োজনীয় চুক্তিপত্র প্রস্তুতি সম্পন্ন হয়। রাজনৈতিক অস্থিরতার কারণে এখনো এটা সম্পন্ন করা যায়নি। আশা করি খুব শীঘ্রই এটা সম্পন্ন হয়ে যাবে। আসসালামু আলাইকুম। ধন্যবাদ।
Thank you, Salia. Any question? If not, we move on. Next is Ehsanul Bari. He'll be presenting a mobile plant, nursery.
Good morning. Assalamu alaikum. Green Savers Association is an environment-friendly volunteer social association. The total members of the association are 300, and they are agriculture experts, students, and advisors of reputed public and private universities of Dhaka city. Members' donation is the main income source of the association. Each member donates 1 taka per day in the name of Produce Oxygen. The association also collects donation from the students, set up a box named Oxygen Box from schools, colleges and universities of Dhaka city. The Oxygen Box already set up in Bhikarundanesa school and collect donation approximately 25,000 taka in a month from the students. Gradually, the association will set up Oxygen Box every school of Dhaka city and motivate young generation to deposit coin in Oxygen Box. The donation collect from students used for school gardening. The association achieved Prime Minister Award from the Environment Department for the contribution of saving environment and first prize from Environment and Forest Ministry in Environment Fair 2013. They want to set up a plant nursery at Agargaon or Mirpur of Dhaka city and train landless workers to plant vegetables using various household materials, sell the vegetables to city dwellers on the mobile plant nursery, and motivate city dwellers to use every possible space of the apartment, especially roof, stairs, balcony, etc., for gardening and give them the opportunity to sell their surplus on the van. Through this project, the association will set up a hotline and offering agriculture services like plant growing procedures, plant diseases control mechanism, and these are controlled by or executed by the agriculture specialist. And this is very important aspect of this project. The social projects objectives are the providing city dwellers with easy, available, and affordable agriculture services, creating job opportunities for landless workers, and providing workers with steady revenues, social education, and night shelter. The project budget of mobile plant nursery and clinic project was completed in 10th Social Business Design Lab. In that short time, we could not properly discuss and examine in details. In 5 years project budget, total estimated cost will be 3.49 crore taka and total income will be 3.59 crore taka. Net profit of the project at the end of 5th year will be near about 4 lakh taka. As a project friend, Project Bandhu, I already discussed with Mr. Asan Roni several times, chairperson of Green Savers Association, and he is also present here today, and about the proposed budget. No land rent is needed to set up nursery because Environment Department are not charging the rent at present, but they showed in their budget. Utility and labor cost mentioned in the budget, that will be reduced. So net profit of the project will be increased. To start the project, they require only 10 lakh taka. This fund can be used for the purchasing office furniture, office equipments, motorcycle, rickshaw van, and working capitals for 3 months. I visited their nursery yesterday. I have seen number of Dhaka University students, dental college students, and other college students working in the nursery. This is a wonderful project, and this is not only the project of plant growing, this is the plant clinic also. By implementing this project, we can save the environment, so investor can accept this project and invest money in this environment-friendly project. Finally, I am requesting to the investor to come forward for invest in this social business project. I would like to request all of you to visit display of some of the plants outside this room. Thanks. Thank you.
This is crowdfunding. So the commitment is you'll return the money the child put you 1 taka in your box, he will get that back. So that's important thing. Otherwise, it's not a social business. So that promise to be buying a share of 1 taka share, puts it in, and he has to be paid back. All the records as a shareholder who has done that. So donation is not part of social business. But also check the books of accounts, how much money he has actually earned on that day, and how much he has spent on that day. Unless you look at the books of accounts, it's still not a social business. So just don't get impressed by what you see until you have seen your accounts book. So that's where you gradually bring it back to the social business. I'm not saying this is not a potential social business. That's not what I'm saying. It is a potential social business. But its character has to be changed. Character has to be, its thinking process has to be changed. And the third point I'll make, maybe in terms of crore, this not to be a good idea. Make it very small. Start it. See if it works. Don't get carried away with emotions. Very practical, very reasonable, very doable. I'm sure you have done a lot of work, but it needs translating it into the business language. Then it will go into the right direction. Avoid all kinds of charity language and translate everything into social business language. So we move on to the next one. Parveen Mahmood.
For that, may I pass a quick comment? If you allow me.
Can you raise your hand? Yeah, go ahead.
Thank you, sir. Sir, Mobile Plants Nursery and Clinic is a totally social business, well-designed social business concept. Our organization is run by the donation of the members and the students, but the Mobile Plants Nursery and Clinic, this is a totally new concept. This is not yet run by any members' donation. Rather, we are searching for the funding or as we are committed to run it under the social business concept. Thank you, sir.
I hope everything will be okay. So it needs to be tightened so the language is not missed. People don't get confused. So if it is donation part is separate, keep it separate. Have a very business structure, totally firewalled from the donation part. Thank you. Parveen.
Good morning, Snalkom. Just I want to update about our overall projects in 2012. We have a social business learning and innovation fund from
2012 or 13?
Sorry, 13.
13, yeah.
2013. Last year we have received around 30 project proposals under Social Business Learning and Innovation Fund, and 13 we have presented in the Design Lab, and 6 projects are in pipeline, and 2 is ongoing. We have already started implementing. And we have 3 more, like the fly ash brick production and biomass, that project, and Attu Nan Shongsta, there's another livestock related project, and rustic waste management project in Khulna. These are also in the pipeline. Because of the current situation, we couldn't do the field visit, but we are reviewing it, and they are also sending us the feedback. So that is under review, and we have ongoing projects, like the Pioneer project was SDRS social business project, that is handicrafts, mainly Omanian cap producers. We are ensuring them best price, and already that project is generating revenue. They are selling the caps in the market, and the second phase scaling up, the training that is also from this January, training has started. So initially we are addressing 250 clients, women producers there, and also in the scaling up also almost 250. And the beauty is, in this project, 1/3 of the single women-headed family, they are working there, and they're getting prices, the best price, and female students, they are carrying their education costs through this, working in this investment. That is and also the sheep rearing project of SKS, that is also ongoing, and there is physically challenged rearers are also covered in that program. And we had Novin Uddokta program, and in the projects in pipeline, 3 are almost now in a very good shape, like NGF Safe Drinking Water in the South Bangladesh, and the Basa Honey social business, which Dr. Farid is helping us as Project Bandhu, and Oroni mustard oil social business. In that also 1/3 of the producers will be involved. They are indigenous people in the northern area in Thakurgaon. And we have Novin Uddokta program, which is for the new entrepreneurs of Grameen Bank borrowers' children. There also we have about 38. We have identified potential entrepreneurs, and we have presented in design labs and also in our closed sessions. We did the review. It's 14 entrepreneurs, and ready for investment is about 13. And already in the 9 design lab we have presented Shamimul Haq, Shamim Garments and Shoe Store. Especially he is doing warm clothing business for winter clothings. So we have disbursed that. That is the ongoing project, the pioneer one, Shamimul Haq's business, that is in Jorgacha in Chilmari. It was presented in November in the 9 social business design lab, and already we have disbursed 50,000 taka to buy warm clothes. And every day he is sending us through SMS his business position, and he's very happy, and in that area he's doing quite well. And these in Jorgacha we have a plan to cover that village, to work in that village in future as a social business village, and also Gaibanda in Udakhali, where our SDRS project is working, maybe that, and also the SKS Bharatkhali Union, we will work, we are planning in that way for social, to convert it as a social business village with the different programs. Thank you.
Thank you. That's a presentation from Grameen Telecom Trust. They have the largest number of projects funding, so series of them. So this is very interesting to hear. And also Parveen has mentioned about the social business village. So this is something new concept, how to make a social business village. This will be concentration of social businesses in one village to solve the village problems. Would you like to comment on that? What's a social business village?
At the moment where we are having, initially is the project is running, but ultimately we want to identify maybe focusing one village, but we will cover ultimately the union. The initial maybe it will be 4 or 5 villages, and one is income generating. Then we will identify through survey the social issues, which is the most pressing. So we want to address that kind of social issues, maybe schooling, and of course it has to be through the social business model, principles, following the social business principles. So for that, still we are exploring and learning how to move forward, but we'll try to create fund, because to have a sustainable innovations, we need fund. So how we will create that within the regulatory frameworks and everything. So that is, but we want to go slowly. Like in Jorgacha, we have a production center that is related to one of our another company, but there is a, so here Mr. Atif Dawan Rashid is here. He is helping us in designing and the training part of it. So we have already a production center, and now the Nobin Uddoktas are coming. In that village, besides our projects, there will be Nobin Uddokta program going on in the social business village initially. Gradually, we will identify the social needs, and we will try to address those things as well. Thank you.
The unit of operation will be one union. So the whole concentration will be on one union. And then addressing all the problems of the union and the social business way. Employment generation, just income generation, employment generation, removing of any unemployment situation, agriculture, marketing of agricultural products, healthcare, so all kinds of things. So concentrate on that area, see what social business can do in an area in addressing their own problem, rather than waiting for somebody else to come from outside and solve their problem. So this will be the whole experimentation of social business village. If it works, then you can replicate, you can repeat the same thing, because problems of one village or one union is no different from problems of another union. So once you know how to do that, you can proceed. And structure of the program would be, they will create a social business fund for the union. So the fund will be available. So looking for the entrepreneurs to come and use the fund. What we are doing for the whole country here, they will be doing exactly the same thing for one particular union. And then look at the problems in the union and address them. So this will be an exciting experimentation. Thank you, Parveen. So with this, we conclude the first part, the updating of the project situation, what we have been doing. And I thank all the presenter of the updates. And then we move on to the new projects. And the new projects will have presentation of 5 minutes and 10 minutes of discussion. Most of the projects today are Nobin Uddokta projects. So we'll see how we proceed from there. So the first one to present is Sanaul Dairy Farm, Nobin Uddokta, by Sanaul Islam.
Assalamu alaikum. This is a Nobin Uddokta project from the Nobin Uddokta program that is being undertaken by Grameen Telecom Trust.
He is not Sanaul Islam.
No, I'm not, just to be clear, I'm not from. Yes, my name is Prometheus Siddiqui from Grameen Telecom.
On behalf of Sanaul, he is presenting it.
Right. In fact, due to the current situation that is prevailing in the country, most of the Nobin Uddoktas in North Bengal reside in very remote areas, and it's very challenging for them to come to Dhaka. Hence, we are presenting the projects on their behalf. The first project that we'll be presenting is a livestock business by Mr. Sanaul Islam Shojib. His mother has been a member of Grameen Bank since 26 January 1997, and I'll pass on the business presentation to members of Grameen Telecom Trust who've actually done field visits and actually visited these businesses. And just for the purpose of understanding and of the Nobin Uddoktas who are present here, we'll do that section in Bengali and come back, and if required, we'll answer the questions. Thank you.
Assalamu alaikum, I'm Mohammad Anwar Hussain. সানাউল ইসলাম সজীবের পক্ষে আমি সানাউল ডেইরি ফার্মের প্রেজেন্টেশনটি উপস্থাপনা করছি। Big Brother of the Entrepreneur. উদ্যোক্তার নাম সানাউল ইসলাম সজীব, ঠিকানা ফকিরপাড়া, রমনা, চিলমারি, কুড়িগ্রাম। উদ্যোক্তার শিক্ষাগত যোগ্যতা এসএসসি পাস। উদ্যোক্তার মায়ের নাম রত্না বেগম, তিনি হচ্ছেন চিলমারির রমনা সেন্টারের রমনার 7 নম্বর 7 ময়ের মেম্বার। তিনি 1997 সালে জানুয়ারি 26 তারিখ থেকে গ্রামীণ ব্যাংকের সদস্য। বর্তমানে গ্রামীণ ব্যাংক থেকে সানাউলের মায়ের নামে 70,000 টাকা ঋণ নেওয়া আছে এবং 55,000 টাকা এখনো পরিশোধের বাকি আছে। উদ্যোক্তার 1 বছরের পারিবারিকভাবে লাইভস্টক ফার্মের অভিজ্ঞতা আছে। নেক্সট। বিজনেস ব্রিফিং এর ক্ষেত্রে উদ্যোক্তার প্রস্তাবিত ব্যবসার নাম হচ্ছে সানাউল ডেইরি ফার্ম। আর প্রস্তাবিত ব্যবসাটি তিনি তার নিজ বাড়িতে করবেন। এক্ষেত্রে তার বিনিয়োগ দরকার হবে 4,65,000 টাকা। উদ্যোক্তা এক্ষেত্রে পুরোপুরি ইনভেস্টের উপর ডিপেন্ডেন্ট। তিনি চাচ্ছেন যে 4,65,000 টাকায় উদ্যোক্তা তার প্রস্তাবিত ব্যবসায় বিনিয়োগকারীর কাছে চাচ্ছেন। উদ্যোক্তা ছোট আকারে তার ফার্মটি শুরু করতে চাচ্ছেন। তিনি 2টি গাভী দিয়ে তার ফার্ম শুরু করবেন এবং তিনি আশা করছেন যে প্রথম বছরে তিনি ব্রেক ইভেন পয়েন্টে বসবেন এবং 5 বছরের মধ্যে তিনি তার প্রস্তাবিত ব্যবসায় বিনিয়োগকারী অর্থ ফেরত দিতে পারবেন বলে আশা করছেন। নেক্সট। অবজেক্টিভে উদ্যোক্তা নিজের দক্ষতা এবং আত্মকর্মসংস্থান সৃষ্টির পাশাপাশি অন্যের জন্য কর্মসংস্থান সৃষ্টি করতে চান। পাশাপাশি হচ্ছে স্থানীয় জনগণের আমিষের চাহিদা পূরণ করতে চান এবং উদ্যোক্তা তার প্রস্তাবিত ব্যবসায় পশুবর্জ্য থেকে বায়োগ্যাস প্লান্ট করতে চান এবং বাকি হচ্ছে যে জৈব সার হিসেবে বাকি কারণ। ইনভেস্টমেন্টের ক্ষেত্রে উদ্যোক্তার মোট বাজেট হচ্ছে 4,65,000 টাকা। এক্ষেত্রে গাড়ি ক্রয়ে 2,60,000 টাকা লাগবে। কাউশিডের ক্ষেত্রে 1,20,000 টাকা। ফিকচার ফিটিংস এর ক্ষেত্রে 25,000 টাকা। ফিডিং বোলসের ক্ষেত্রে 16,000 টাকা। ওয়াটার একটি 20,000 টাকা। ল্যান্ড লিজ ফর ঘাস 15,000 টাকা। ফিড অ্যান্ড আদার ওয়ার্কিং ক্যাপিটাল হিসেবে 9,000 টাকা লাগবে। মিনস অফ ফাইন্যান্সের ক্ষেত্রে উদ্যোক্তার নিজস্ব কন্ট্রিবিউশন নেই। এক্ষেত্রে উদ্যোক্তা পুরোপুরি বিনিয়োগকারীর উপর ডিপেন্ড করতেছেন। তিনি 4,65,000 টাকায় বিনিয়োগকারীর কাছে চাচ্ছেন, যা মূল ব্যবসার 100%। ফিনান্সিয়াল প্রজেকশনের ক্ষেত্রে বাৎসরিক আয় ব্যয় বাদে উদ্যোক্তার নেট প্রফিট থাকবে প্রথম বছরে 48,200 টাকা, দ্বিতীয় বছরে 60,200 টাকা, তৃতীয় বছরে 64,320 টাকা থাকবে, চতুর্থ বছরে 1,93,592 টাকা থাকবে, পঞ্চম বছরে 3,82,881 টাকা থাকবে এবং কিউমুলেটিভ প্রফিট থাকবে পঞ্চম বছরে এসে 7,49,193 টাকা। ব্রেক ইভেন অ্যানালিসিসের ক্ষেত্রে প্রথম মাসে যদি উদ্যোক্তা 13,656 টাকা এবং বাৎসরিক যদি 1,63,874 টাকা সেল করতে পারেন তাহলে তিনি ব্রেক ইভেন পয়েন্টে পৌঁছে যাবেন। নেক্সট। ক্যাশ ফ্লোর ক্ষেত্রে প্রথম বছরে ক্যাশ ইনফ্লো হচ্ছে 5,45,400 টাকা এবং ক্যাশ আউটফ্লো হচ্ছে 5,13,000 টাকা এবং ক্যাশ সারপ্লাস হবে 32,400 টাকা। এভাবে 5 বছরের ক্যাশ ফ্লোর চিত্রটি এখানে তুলে ধরা হয়েছে। ওনার সিকিউরিটি স্টেটমেন্টের ক্ষেত্রে উদ্যোক্তা 5 বছরের মধ্যে বিনিয়োগের অর্থ ফেরত দেওয়ার পরও উদ্যোক্তার নিজস্ব শেয়ার থাকবে 7,64,193 টাকা।